Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about more details regarding the next update, some of the leaks that have come out recently, what we can expect for Grand Theft Auto Online really soon, and a whole lot more. So we actually do have a ton to talk about today on a lot of different levels and elements, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Hopefully it's not too hard to follow along. But anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, so the first thing we're going to be talking about today is Rockstar actually making an update really soon that's basically a patch to fix the new vehicles. Long story short, Rockstar added like a new handling flag in the Super Sport Series DLC, and it's messed up a lot of the new vehicles where they're underperforming or they're just broken in general. And it almost looks like Rockstar is going to be doing a new update for that soon. So we noticed a couple days ago, QA Beta 2 got an update. FunMW2 said QA Beta 2 is for internal development. It's for the next update or next patch if they are planning one, but we won't know until they update QA Beta. And then Spider-Vice followed up to that post by saying they were 9 days without updating the internal branches. This is the case too after Doomsday Heist. Around 9 or 10 days after release, they started messing with QA Beta 2 again. And in case you're wondering, when I'm making this video, since they did that initial QA Beta update or QA Beta 2 update a couple days ago, they haven't done anything since. So I'm not sure if this is Rockstar testing the water or if this is actually them getting ready for another new update coming maybe next week, maybe in a week from now. I just have a hard time assuming that they're going to just be releasing vehicle after vehicle after vehicle with the community knowing that they're broken. I mean, there's going to be a good portion of the population that's going to be like, nah, I'm going to pass on that vehicle because I know it's broken. And I feel like that's what Rockstar doesn't want. They don't want that to be the case. They want people to be excited about their new cars and obviously buy them. And if they have these performance stats and handling flags that make them not all that great, people aren't going to. So that directly affects them monetarily. So that's why I'm assuming they're going to be doing something soon. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Again, the only thing I could see Rockstar doing in an update like that would literally just be like fixing the vehicles and whatnot. They wouldn't be adding any new content or anything like that. It would literally just be a patch update for the DLC. All right, the next interesting bit of information comes from FunMW2, who said this. He said, IDs for the new adversary modes are 60 and 61. Now, we're going to touch on one of those adversary modes a little bit later on. He says 59 isn't in the update, more likely coming with the next update. It deals with territory controls like Occupy and Land Grab. All right, so that's pretty interesting. Let's talk about the new adversary mode. So once again, that isn't like a new feature for online, dealing with land and territory control. It's going to be a new adversary mode. And I don't think I was ever a big fan of Land Grab. Occupy was a little bit better. That was sort of like domination, and I actually enjoyed that for the limited time I did play. Land Grab was a little bit awkward, but it was still one of the more fun adversary modes we got. So it looks like an upcoming adversary mode in a future update. Remember, keep in mind, it's not going to be in this update. In a future update, is going to be dealing with something very similar. Now, following up with that, FunMW2 also said, well, I just found something that confirms what Yan said. We're getting new business. And in case you guys missed Yan's leak, which was the other day, he basically said the next update is going to be fairly big. It's going to be a consolidation of all the businesses in game. It might be the last update, and it could have a ton of drip feeding. That's basically the too long didn't read version of the update that we're supposed to be getting. Now, this is what FunMW2 said. He says, well, what I found isn't really interesting. There are new event IDs. I didn't check the whole script. I just checked the strings, and it seems they left some interesting ones. When he says they, he's referring to Rockstar. So these scripts are BBTI_KOA. This string is for 236. It's added next to pen_knock_P, which was knocked out of Penden. And then strings for 237 event ID. So all of these are MBS_TK_DRP, DRPB, COL, and COLB. Now, those ones are for you collected crate name or you dropped crate name. And what's interesting is that this new business doesn't seem to have a rival text like Doomsday Heist Equipment or Smuggler's Run. Maybe because it's still under development, or maybe it's because it could be some sort of business where sourcing is to participate in a large area like penned in trying to knock out other players to deliver it to your base of operations. Okay, that sounds very interesting. I don't know how many of you guys have actually played the free mode event Penned In. Basically, it's like this big circle appears on the map. You're all in cars, and that circle eventually starts moving and it starts getting smaller. And it's your objective to knock players out while you stay in. It's kind of a hectic and complicated game mode, but to be honest, I don't know anyone that actually plays the free mode events anymore. So I don't really know like if people still participate in stuff like that. But to combine sort of a business element into that sounds kind of strange. And I'm not sure if I would like that or dislike that. Right now, we have so little information. Basically, it's collecting crates, dropping crates, and then something to do with Penned In. It sounds kind of like a weird sort of roulette in order to get business supplies. And I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to dealing with my business, I like things to be as straightforward as possible. I don't like having interference from other people, and this seems to be just adding a whole nother element of confusion into this entire arena. So obviously, we don't know what this is really going to be used for, but for now, it looks like that's some interesting details on the next new business. Now, FunMW2 provides more information on this by saying the event for participating in a different version of Penned In disabled the function that handles stolen equipment / cargo and add them to your business. Anything that you steal or collect in this event, from heist prep to air freight cargo, is yours. So I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit confused by that. Essentially, maybe there's no way to have other players steal the cargo you get, which is the case that can happen in pretty much any business now. They can steal your crates, your cars, your guns, your air freight stuff. They can steal your heist equipment from the Doomsday heist. So maybe Rockstar is kind of going back on their version of allowing players to interfere with your business. That would actually be kind of cool if that's the case. Again, right now, everything's still a little bit confusing. And then in a reply to that, Spider-Vice actually says something very interesting. He stated, "This makes me wonder if the crate drops hide menu option didn't appear because of this. Despite the fact that the actual crate drop script has been deleted from the game, they may be reusing the option or even the script internally to trigger these random cargo drops for people to steal. Maybe it's actually a leak for the next update." So that's what that Penned In mode might be. It might be a random cargo drop that drops within that area, and then once you enter that area, it's sort of a battle to the death for others in order to see who's going to get it first. Now, if that's the case, that makes more sense why Rockstar added the crate drop function back, but at the same rate, they also added the function for the armored trucks back. So would they be doing something similar with armored trucks? Maybe instead of a crate drop, it's an armored truck that has the valuables you're looking for, and it spawns somewhere randomly and you have to find it. I'm actually kind of liking where this is going, as it adds an interesting dynamic to collecting cargo and running a business. Now, in addition to that, XXII has also found some interesting lines of code in the Super Sport Series update that has to do with a new drug sales system. And as you know, since Rockstar looks to be combining all the updates, one of those would likely include all the biker businesses, which is a bunch of drugs and whatnot. That could be kind of interesting. So the first thing he found was new lines of code added that were small cocaine bag, cocaine, weed, meth, drugs, and money bag. And those are all new, by the way. And then modified code lines. You can see that before were just 2 lines for drugs. And now it is drug package small and drugs, which is plural, package large. So Rockstar definitely seems to be planning something here in regards to maybe the biker businesses or the combining them of multiple different businesses. I'm not sure, but that's pretty interesting right there. The next thing he says is, I forgot to mention another new code line added, which is some drugs, and then also a new one for impotent rage figure. Now, in case you're wondering why that's there, if you have the cocaine lockup, the impotent rage figures are actually used to sort of store the cocaine to make them look more incognito. So there's definitely something going on here. I can't put my finger on what it is just quite yet, but still some very interesting details from Rockstar. And the final thing actually revolves around one of the adversary modes that FunMW2 mentioned earlier. Now, this adversary mode is going to be coming with this DLC. It's called the Vespucci Job. And it will really be a parody of the film The Italian Job. And it's going to be divided into 2 teams, runners and interceptors, where the interceptors are going to stop the runners from reaching the deactivation zone. It's basically like Cops and Crooks. Now, this also gives us a pretty good idea of when this is going to come out, because I feel like this vehicle will release with the Weenie Issy Classic, because the Mini Cooper was featured in the film The Italian Job. If this is a parody of The Italian Job, you would assume that when the Weenie Issy Classic is going to be coming out, this Adversary Mode will be coming out as well. So it's sort of like a Italian Job, Cops and Crooks sort of Adversary Mode. It honestly sounds really cool, and I think it would be a whole lot of fun. But anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today regarding some of the upcoming details in this update, but more importantly, sort of diving into more of the leaks and the business aspect of what apparently is supposed to be the next update in Grand Theft Auto Online. All I know is this is getting me really excited. It's going to be very interesting to see what Rockstar do going forward. I'm still predicting that it's going to be some sort of cartel or big crime syndicate or empire business that ultimately happens. But I think it's going to be really cool, and I'm definitely excited. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about all the information we discussed in this video today. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. We like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.